Hello, parents and families, and welcome to my home. I'm sending you this video to give you an update on everything your students have been learning in art class since this 9 weeks began. So the big topic of this 9 weeks has been sculpture. We've been learning a lot about sculpture. We've been learning what sculpture is. We've been taking a look at a bunch of different sculpture artists. And if you ask your students about their learning, they should be able to tell you the difference between relief and in the round sculpture. They should also be able to tell you what an abstract sculpture is and what a representational sculpture is. And they should be able to explain to you what narrative artwork does. But the best part of the whole 9 weeks has been the found object sculpture. We've been looking at found object sculpture, and they should be able to tell you what that is. And what is it? Well, it's sculptures that artists make out of anything they can find. And so if you were wondering why your student went outside and started gathering leaves and sticks, or why your student started pulling food out of the fridge to make a face with it, well, that's because I asked them to make a found object sculpture. I asked them to make found object sculptures of value scales, and these are some that have been turned in. And I asked them to make found object sculptures of faces, and these are some more that have been turned in. And we finished the week with a comic strip. I taught them how to draw a comic strip on paper. I also taught them how to make a comic strip on the computer. And they could choose either one, hand drawing or making it on the computer, but I asked them to make a comic strip that teaches the reader something about art. Because ultimately, we learned that art has many different purposes. Art can entertain. People can make art just because they feel like it and it's fun. Art can persuade. And art can teach and inform. And so that's what we're working on right now, is informing people with our comic strips. But perhaps the biggest announcement of the week are art supplies. Art supplies are here. Yes, you can come get your Mr. Hughes art pack at Ennis. You can come anytime it's open. Every art student gets an art pack that's got their name on it. So you want to make sure that if you're picking up for your student, or if you send your student, that they say their first and last name and their grade level, and they can get the art pack that was made just for them. It's got all sorts of cool stuff in it, including a packet with a whole bunch of handouts that would be helpful. So to get a hold of me, there are two methods I recommend. First method would be to email me. My email address is dmh46568@apslearns.org. Or you can sign on to my Remind app. Yes, you can log into my Remind app. I'll put the information on the screen for you. And if you sign up for that, you will get text message alerts, and you can easily text me back and send me messages on there. It protects your phone number, protects my phone number. At the end of the semester, I erase it, and you won't get any more reminders. But it's a great way for you to stay in touch with me. You will get the same reminders as I push out to all the students who've signed up, which is great to keep you informed on what they're working on in class and anything that is due. And it's a great way for you or the students to send me pictures of artwork they create. It's just another way to turn things in. So when your student first clicks on our classroom, it's going to look like this. You're going to see the stream, okay? And the stream has announcements, like my announcement about art supplies. It also has announcements about different assignments, or when a test is coming up, or my office hours, okay? Students can get to my class when class starts by clicking this link. If they click it and it says you can't start a meeting, that means that I have not started class yet. If I start class when they click this link, they will get to class. If they click on the classwork tab, this is probably the most important tab. This is where I tell my students to go to all the time. It's got every single assignment. And along with these assignments, oftentimes there is a video in case a student missed class, and they can watch that video, or there might be a PowerPoint or something they can look at or read about for any classes that they missed. Okay, so it's designed for everybody, students who were there and students who were absent. They should still be able to catch up. Every assignment is listed under the week that it was assigned. At the bottom, I have how-to videos. And you'll see here where it says old report card pointing down. That means all this, week 6 and below, this is done with. This was first 9 weeks. So everything above that is the new 9 weeks. This is where we're currently at right now. And these are the assignments your students should be working on. Another great way to check on your students' progress in class is to go to akronschools.com and click on the Home Access Center. Home Access Center is a great way for you to keep up with your students' grades. Every student has access to it. They can log in with their student ID and password, and you can also call the school and request your own parent access, which is totally fine. How do you log in? You click right here, homeaccess.akron.k12.oh.us. The screen will look like this, and you can log in with your username or password, or you can ask your student to log in with their username and password. Once you log in, you will be able to see their grades, their class schedule, their interim report grades, their report card grades. It's all on there, every assignment and how many points they got, and it's a great way to keep up with how they're doing in school. I'm Mr. Hughes. Thanks for watching.